I posted daily on YouTube, and these are the 5 lessons that I learned. To give you a bit of context, I participated in a really popular trend on YouTube called Vlogmas, and this is where creators post daily in the month of December leading up to Christmas. And I did join a little bit late to the party and started posting halfway through the month of December, but nonetheless I ended up posting for 9 days and averaged about 6 hours of creating content per video. So that's from planning of videos all the way up into filming, editing, and then posting and marketing the video. I spent roughly 6 hours per video, and these are the lessons that I learned from that experience. Before I jump into it, my name is Kanisha, and if you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button below, and if you're returning, then welcome back. Now, the first lesson that I learned is that you make time for the things that you prioritize. As I mentioned earlier on, I was posting 9 videos and on average spending about 6 hours per video. So this adds up to being around 54 hours of creation time, and in a week and a half, that is a lot of time. But because I really wanted to participate in this trend and challenge myself to making as many videos as I could, I made the time for this. So I'd wake up much earlier than usual, I'd go to bed much later, and I'd find pockets of time within my evenings to make the content that I wanted to make for this challenge. And it made me realise that the things that we set our minds to, the goals that we have, or the things that we want to do more often, if we prioritise this and make it important to us, then we'll find the time to incorporate this into our day-to-days. So that's a really important lesson that I learned from posting daily, was that you find time for the things that you prioritise. The second lesson that I learned, which was quite a crucial one, is that if you don't have a plan, then plan to fail. I went into this challenge by planning out what those 12 days of videos would be. I made a rough outline as to what each video would contain, so that I knew that I had a structure on filming days. So like, if I started a day, I knew this is the kind of content that I wanted for that day, or I would bulk film 3 to 4 videos in one sitting and then edit those out. But because I had a plan and I knew what kind of videos I wanted to do, this made it easier to have afternoons where I just sat down and recorded 3 videos, or I'd go into my day knowing that I was filming a vlog, so I'd make sure to capture those moments of the day. But having that plan was so crucial for me to making sure that I filmed those videos and I posted them, and I also had a structure as to when those videos would go out. So if you don't have a plan, then plan to fail. The third lesson I learned was accountability is your best friend. And quite literally, I told my best friend that I was going to do this challenge, and she was the one that held me accountable to doing this. I think it helps so much to let other people know that you're setting a challenge for yourself, or you're doing something that you're working on, because now that other people know about it and it puts it out into the universe, you kind of feel a lot more onus on making sure that you do that thing, because they will be checking in on you, they will want to know where you're at with something. So that accountability helped me so much to make sure that I showed up for myself, I showed up for like my friend, because I told her I wanted to do this, and I wanted to make sure that I kept my word to myself and to her and to anybody else that I told. Like, I told my parents about this. So accountability is your best friend when you're doing any big task or any challenge for yourself. The fourth lesson that I learned is that done is better than perfect. Out of all the videos that I posted, I probably have like a few favourite ones, and then I probably have 1 or 2 that I'm not that happy with. When I was posting those videos, I knew that it was important for me to post every single day that I said that I was going to do it, and for me that meant sometimes the videos were not to the quality that I wanted them to be, or I felt like I could have done a lot better had I had more time to work on them. But because I had set that goal, I knew they just had to go out regardless of what level of happy I was with the video, and so done became better than just being perfect. But it allowed me to just show up and make sure that I posted every single day. So I really let go of that perfectionism and just said, you know what, I'm going to do the best that I can do in this time that I have, and put it out there and know that if I had more time, this is what I'd do differently, and keep that in mind for future videos. The fifth lesson that I learned was that sometimes you don't meet your goal, but it's still worth celebrating. So as I mentioned earlier, my goal was to post for 12 days, and in the end I posted for 9 days. And although I was initially a bit disappointed that I didn't reach that 12-day goal, I realised that the fact that I participated and posted 9 videos over the course of 9 days was still a major win. That's something that I'd never done in the past, and it really pushed me out of my comfort zone. It really pushed me productivity wise, and I showed up for myself in all of those 9 days that it was definitely still worth celebrating. So I was just so happy with that achievement, and knowing that I am more than capable of doing it meant a lot for me, rather than just like hitting that 12 days of posting. So that was really crucial for me to know, was that you don't always meet your target when you set things. The fact that you showed up and you committed and you did something towards that goal is definitely worth celebrating. So keep that in mind as the year goes on, because I know when it comes to like thinking about our New Year's resolutions and the goals that we set for ourselves, it can be a bit discouraging when you don't hit your targets or your goals, but doesn't mean that the steps you did take towards it don't count, or they don't have as much of a big impact. Now, those are the 5 lessons I learned from posting every single day. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button below.